Imagine for a moment you're sat in your house and a letter has just landed on your doorstep. As soon as you see it, you instantly become curious because it is bright yellow and the writing on the front is handwritten. It has your name on it. You sit down and open the envelope to see what the letter says. Congratulations! You have been nominated by someone in your community to speak to a group of local children about your expertise. This is our way of inspiring a new generation of children to doing something meaningful. If this is something you would like to do, please can you confirm at your earliest convenience. The difference between self-confidence and self-esteem can be explained by how you react to the letter. So what's the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem? If you had issues with self-confidence, you would start thinking about the act of speaking in front of the children. You would question whether you could handle speaking in front of them. Irrespective of whether you had much experience with public speaking, which is competence, you would have doubts as to whether you could actually handle being at the front with everyone looking specifically at you, waiting for what you have to say. If you had issues with self-esteem, you would start thinking about whether they had made a mistake and what you had to offer to the children of the local community. Irrespective of whether you had a successful career or what contribution to the community you had made, you would have doubts as to what you could provide of value. You would probably then begin to feel bad because you have deceived people into thinking that you are more talented than you actually are. Can you have self-esteem without self-confidence? Self-confidence and self-esteem are different, but they tend to go hand in hand because rarely do you have one without the other. Self-esteem is all about how you feel about yourself, whereas self-confidence is the certainty that you have the ability to engage in the world. If you have low self-esteem, it is unlikely that you're going to be in the right mindset to confidently engage in a way that creates opportunities and possibilities for you. If you have low self-confidence, it is likely that your mind will be littered with thoughts that demean your true self-worth, that can bring a feeling of low mood and a lack of desire to pursue anything that carries any form of risk. Because they are so closely aligned, the concepts you learn on this site are going to dramatically increase both your self-confidence and self-esteem. Quit expecting it constantly low. Self-confidence and self-esteem share another commonality in that they are not a constant. There will be times when you have low levels of self-esteem, just like there are times when you will have low levels of self-confidence. In fact, the worst thing you could do is constantly expect to have high levels of both. What is more important is to work to be confident in a consistent manner and feel good about yourself on a consistent basis. When a pilot recognizes that he is off course, it is not his cue to freak out and go even more off course. It is to start the process of getting back on course. Part of being a highly skilled pilot is recognizing at the earliest time when this has happened. Equally, part of having high levels of both self-confidence and self-esteem is recognizing those times when you are not at that level, so you can do whatever is necessary to get back to the level where you perform best. So the takeaway today is increase your self-confidence and your self-esteem will follow.